Don't do that bit.
Hey, what's up? My name's Kevin. Hi, Jim.
No, don't do it.
Don't impersonate our dad, dude.
Oh, man.
It's good to be back, everybody.
Yeah.
Good to be back on the set of Two Gay Guys and a Girl in a Pizza Place. Just ready to...
Your Chuck Lorre show.
Oh, yeah. Chuck Lorre?
Yeah, Chuck Lorre.
Chuck
My
Lord?
apologies. Yeah, Chuck
thank you.
Lord. Yeah.
Chuck Lord.
That's my guy who writes shitty sitcoms for teenage girls.
Chuck Lorre. 7 trans women and a kindergartner. Hi, I'm Chuck Lorre. It's me.
What if I thought that was the intro?
You started
I'm like, and Kevin said trans?
and I got to get the hell out of here. You're just punching a clock at this point.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
Come on. You
Just
can't-
start it.
you-
No, I'm
you
playing
played it
two of
again.
them at the same time.
Just start it. Just go for it. Just do it. Hit it. Hit it. Woo!
Hold
Hell
on.
yeah.
Oh,
Welcome to the pod.
click.
Woo! Hell yeah.
Okay, it's starting. Ready?
Yeah.
It's starting.
Hi, Jim Avery. Good to meet you.
No.
Ready?
Okay.
Okay.
Start it.
Hold on.
All right.
It's starting
Okay.
now. Wait.
Wow.
It's starting now.
Jesus Christ.
They're gonna know it.
Oh, fuck.
God damn it.
Ben,
Hold on.
Ben, you fuck.
My dick in the back.
Fuck.
Stop. How hard is this?
doing?
There we go.
Okay. Best intro we've done.
A feeling of worry, nervousness will unleash, typically about an imminent event or something with an uncertain outcome.
Good opening bit. That's our cold open.
I'm gonna stick my dick in the back.
Cold open ass.
Oh God! They're gonna know I'm dumb.
That was woke saying just getting power fucked.
Ben, can you just say something, maybe?
Well, I needed that, boys. Man.
I'm going to call the cops on your ass right now, dude.
One time. One fucking time. That's what I'm fucking talking about.
Yeah. That's what you say when you get fucked in the ass.
Man. Welcome to Ranger, everybody. I'm gonna go walk this one off.
Hit the showers.
I have an idea of like, just have every episode intro with Satan saying something, and then the last like 10 episodes has just been, oh, I'm fucking coming right now. Shit. It's me. I'm Satan. Oh, my fucking prostate's getting pushed so hard. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh my God! It's medically too deep, but it feels good.
Oh, it's so deep and oh yeah.
All right. Well, hey.
Oh yeah.
Stop. Welcome to Brain Jail. I'm Kevin Ting. That's Ben Avery, and Jay Savory's over here. That's it.
Hey, guys. Wow, that was so quick.
Have a good one.
Yeah, we're really just trying to sprint through this one.
Yeah. If you like the podcast, if you're listening, you're enjoying, please send emails to brainjailpod@gmail.com and make sure to review us on iTunes. It's the only way that anybody knows that we fucking exist. How are we going to get canceled if nobody knows we exist? You know what I mean? If you guys want to see us on the front of Jezebel.com, make sure to leave us a 5-star review on iTunes.
And that is, I made a vision board about getting canceled this year.
Yeah?
That's my goal.
Oh, I'm ready.
I have a big board with Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby,
Yeah.
Louis C.K.,
Yeah.
Spanky from the Little Rascals.
I keep using the phrase "those guys" a lot, just so somebody can take it out of context. Love those guys. What do you mean by those guys?
You say "you people" a lot.
Yeah, I say it all the time.
Yeah, Kevin has a magic 88 ball. that he shakes, and it tells him which slur to say on the podcast.
What's an 80 magic 88?
Well,
ball?
88's like a Nazi number.
Yeah, it's a symbol like Hail Hitler. It looks like 2 H's.
See, I didn't know because I'm such a great person.
It's 8 balls.
HE double Hitler sticks.
Ben just has 8 balls.
Yeah, bitch.
Yeah, in my mouth.
Damn, you just clap back at your ass.
Wow, got me.
Hey, Kevin.
What?
I don't actually have 8 balls in my mouth.
Yeah.
I have 8 balls up my ass.
Oh,
I have a dick in my mouth.
same person.
So you just got fucking owned.
Yeah, you got your ass, dude.
Man, the logistics of shoving 4 pairs of testicles into your ass.
Yeah. Ben's ass looks like one of those pool games, like when you play pool, but you got to put the quarters in, and then 8 balls just come out of his ass and roll down a little track.
Yep.
Yeah, people have to use like a protractor on my asshole to see how many dicks and balls they can stick in it.
I use
They have like scientists making measurements.
Yeah, if I want to fuck Ben from really far across the room, I have to get that little stick with the little outline on it, and then I can put my dick through it.
Yeah, I don't even have to look at it. I use my thumb from a distance, and I just kind of I stick my tongue out the left side of my mouth. I wink one eye, and then I get a measurement of his asshole.
Yeah. Kevin's like one of those guys that have you ever seen someone try to back up a boat into a lake?
Yeah, that's how Kevin fucks.
That's how Kevin fucks.
People are coming by. They're like, "No, you go left when you want to go right."
No.
They're like,
no, you're gonna fuck the trailer up.
Don't tell me how to drive, woman. And then I run into another boat.
Kevin getting out and staring at a big pussy, lining it up, and then getting back in, and then completely fucking missing.
I imagine Kevin fucking is like literally exactly like trying to back a boat up into a lake. Like there's no difference.
Right. He goes too far and
My
gets
wife
the
keeps
car.
going, no, you got it. Just keep going. You got it. No, keep going. You're almost there.
Yeah, she's on the dock.
And then I'm like, oh, the boat's in the water already. She's like, I wasn't ready. She's like, well, the lake is actually dried up. I just lost the head of my vape, bro.
Oh, really?
Shit, dude. Oh, we got to call the podcast
A
off.
bunch of dog shit right next to the power cable, the surge protector.
Oh, there is a bunch of dog shit down there.
Shit. Damn
Hell
it.
yeah.
God damn it.
Now we podding, baby.
That's awesome. Emma's been a colossal piece of shit this week. I hope she fucking dies.
Hey, can you grab that vape pod from behind you, Jason? Where?
It's right next to the turd.
It's all the way behind you.
I can't even fucking.
It's literally as far behind you as possible.
Damn it.
Hey, Ben.
When Kevin gets Alzheimer's, he's going to drop his vape and pick up a dog turd.
Just smoke.
What is this flavor? I'm having trouble getting a good suction on this turd.
Now I can really smell the dog shit, too. God damn it.
Well,
I say we call this one off, boys.
Call it
We've
off.
tried our best.
do we want to get rid of that shit? Just leave the dog pilot dog shit?
I mean, I'm not moving.
Yeah, let's just record around the shit. Yeah.
I can't stop looking at it.
It's so far underneath the table.
It's getting me so hot.
I think you're just trying to look at my toes.
No, I'm getting all horny because that shit, you know where that shit's been?
In a dog's ass?
That's right.
What, you tilt your hat?
It was in a female dog's ass.
Hell yeah. That's
Dude,
what I'm
Emma's
talking about.
Emma's hopping the front fence now.
The front fence?
She's flipping the pot and
Jesus
just
Christ.
going.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what to do at
you-
this point.
Was she satisfied with her life
She's happy when she gets out, and then
when she gets out?
yeah, and then I call her. She comes back like 45 minutes later,
What'd
Yeah.
you do when
which
Katie
is a
was,
good dog.
When Katie was
A good
jumping over
dog
the
to me
fence?
is you go, come here, boy, and then 45 minutes later they come running back.
a good girl.
Good girl.
What'd you do when Katie was getting out of her cage?
Katie?
Yeah, your fiance.
What did I do?
Yeah, yeah. What?
I'd hand the guy a couple $100 and he'd be on his way.
Yeah, the guy.
Yeah.
Are you saying Katie was like that retarded kid in Blood Meridian they kept in a cage and you paid $1 to fuck him? That is in
yeah.
Blood Meridian.
I feel
That's
like
a real thing in Blood Meridian.
I feel like right there we were playing volleyball and I just set it up and you're right by the net, but you stare at the ball until it hits you in the face.
Right. And the ball is actually that
Katie?
dog shit.
Yeah.
Katie cage. Where
Hold on, set me up again.
Hey, what are you doing,
Fuck
Kate?
you, Kevin.
Now we're talking. We need an air horn.
You set Ben up for a volley, and then he turns around and spikes it back into his own side of the court.
I spike it into my balls.
And then you get pumped up.
Did you guys see there's Bernie Bros now?
Bernie Bros?
Yeah.
What's Bernie Bros?
It's black people that love Bernie.
Bernie Bros.
Yeah.
Bruh.
There's
Gotta vote for Bernie.
There's this one guy doing the damn Daniel stance, but he's black.
Yeah.
And he's like,
You mean the had to do it to him stance?
it's the damn Daniel, right? Where he like it's
No, it's the I had to do it to him one time.
Yeah.
That guy.
One
yeah.
a closed fist into an open hand.
Into an
Yeah.
open hand, and then you're standing like this, like had to do it to him one time.
yeah. Except instead of that white kid Daniel, it's a big black guy.
Yeah. Well, I think Daniel was probably doing an impression of that guy.
Oh, you think so?
Oh yeah, most everything is an impression of a cool black dude. Mm-hmm. Almost everything on the internet is some white nerd seeing a black guy do something cool.
Keyboard Cat was a ripping off Ray Charles. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh man.
He used to play Ray Charles by extending both of his arms straight and just banging at the keyboard.
Well, that was when Ray didn't have any official fingers.
Yeah.
He just had arms, and then before they separated his fingers.
and his hit song "I Can" hit the road, Jack.
Yeah. I Can has.
"I Can" has hit the road. I can's what they say.
That would be hilarious if you found out every like there's a cartoon from the 50s and it's like black SpongeBob.
Oh yeah,
It's like, do we steal everything from black people?
right.
I think yeah, a lot of it's been a lot's been borrowed.
Squid, well, come on, man. You trying to fuck my shit up over my pineapple, my gay ass. I'm just trying to be this pineapple because I'm a gay boo. Patrick over there, he ain't got no hand, no.
Yeah.
I don't know what he doing over there.
Sponge Daryl.
I'm going down and the grab.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna flip some hamburgers.
Sponge.
That is an impression that requires no words.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
I don't get on.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
I'm gonna live on a
Sandy
I'm
about
gonna
to
see.
Sandy about to catch them cheeks. You know what I'm talking about?
Damn.
Yeah, Sponge Daryl Low Pants.
Hey,
What's the original name?
I know we're not ready to get serious yet.
Yeah, what's up?
You guys ever want to fuck Sandy?
Oh, all the time, dude.
She's a hot ass squirrel.
Nah.
She's got those eyes.
Yeah, she got some big titties, dude.
And those eyes that are just like, I love a googly eye.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A googly-eyed
Like
bitch.
my bitch get the bends. I put her like 1,000 yards under the sea before I fuck my bitch.
Dude,
and I pull her ass up. Those IBs be popping.
Yeah.
And then I just get in there.
It makes
you know
the
what I mean?
titties bigger.
Hell
And the
yeah.
pussy wetter.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, Pearl can get it.
Pearl?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you like a big bitch.
Yeah. Mr. Krabs' daughter.
Yeah. Personally, I fucked that computer bitch.
Who's the computer bitch?
Plankton's gay ass girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, Plankton's so fucking tight. You know what I mean?
Well, let's not make it gay. Dude, honestly,
Yeah, miss
though.
me with that
dude,
shit.
honestly, no, Mrs. Puff can get it, though. Honestly.
Who's Mrs. Puff? I don't know what
Can I ask you
His
though?
boat instructor.
Can I ask you? And I kind of mean this seriously. Is Mr. Krabs supposed to be black in the show?
I think he's supposed to be Jewish.
I think it's supposed to be a crab.
No, they wouldn't give him that. Kevin has a point.
I mean, they
No,
didn't name him Mr. Krabs.
They wouldn't give him that voice if he was Jewish, though.
What if
You'd
you're
be like, oh, yeah, Mr. Krabs.
What
I
if
run
you-
the Krusty Krab.
What if you're a guy
what's
that
his voice again?
He
It's
has. Sorry, go ahead.
His voice is like, hey, what's up, Jack? It's me, Mr. Krabs. and shit. I'm Mr.
Well, he's
Lover.
Al Green.
He's Al Green. He's like, I love money. I'm fucking.
I like the
can't
idea
do
of
SpongeBob memes.
a guy who secretly has crabs and then is watching SpongeBob with his kids. And
Okay.
And then when Mr. Krabs comes on the TV, he's like, "Why are these guys making fun of me? We can't watch this, kids."
Squidward, goddammit. Goddammit, Squidward. You better wash your ass.
What, he's Red Fox?
Because he's a
now?
sponge. He's like, you got to wash your ass.
Yeah, take
And then-
SpongeBob and go wash your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, all right,
Rick,
okay.
Rick Foss. Sorry, Red Fox.
Were you about to say Rick Fox, the Laker player?
Red Rocks.
Red Robin?
Rick Ross.
Red Lobster.
Yeah.
Red
what
Fox?
about Rick Fox or Red Fox?
Red Fox.
God damn it.
Pardon me. Pardon my French.
Dread Fox.
I'm just imagining Red Fox like doing stand up in this day and age, and he's just like a hype beast.
Okay.
He's wearing a SpongeBob shirt.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's got skinny pants on.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
God damn it.
He's got one of those surgical masks, but it's cool for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. You get it.
Yeah.
Like he's in BTS.
I like those guys, those motorcycle
That's the K-pop
scarves
band, right?
with,
I don't know. I don't know anything K-pop. I refuse to get into K-pop.
Huh.
For a very specific reason.
Why?
Because of the K.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Call me when it's KKK pop, folks. Come on.
folks.
It took you that long to get it?
No, I got it.
Okay.
I was just trying to hold the face. I was trying to play the straight man, but it's so hard. Because I'm fucking gay. I'm ready to take a dick in my ass.
What?
Yeah, we can't do this.
I'm sponge gay. I'm sponge gay. Hold on.
More like sponge bobbing on this dick, baby.
No, give it.
There we go.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah,
Shit.
Sponge knob could be another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Is it sponge knob gay pants?
Yeah, man, that's what it is.
Jesus Christ.
That's what it is.
Well, Jace, I'm so glad that you're not dead. Jace was sick as fuck. He was having fever dreams.
Yeah.
He rewrote Mein Kampf in Hebrew. I mean, he's had one hell of a weekend.
Yeah.
We thought you had the coronavirus.
I thought I did too for a second. I got really, really sick
Ugh.
and just kind of spent all Saturday like kind of just like in a fever, dreamy type of thing.
Did you jack off?
No, it literally would have killed me if I jerked off. Like I was that hot. If I jerked off, I would have got so dehydrated I would have died.
That shit's hot though.
Dying.
A guy with a straight up 104 fever just jerking off.
Yeah, that's my version of the belt choke sex thing. Is I just get a real bad fever and then weekly jerk off,
Hell
and my
yeah.
dick can't even get hard because I'm so sick.
Yeah, I'll eat human shit just to make me sick, so that when I jack off, because it's that another level of high.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because you want to be safe. You don't want to do that belt choke sex thing.
No,
Yeah.
that's gross.
Yeah.
Those are deviants.
I feel like I could figure that out and not like make it safe, you know? Like I wouldn't
You would figure out how to not make it.
I would
how to
figure
make it not safe?
figure out how to make it safe because they just put a belt in a door and just start jerking off with it around their neck.
Oh, it's 100% easy to do. You just the first solution is you fucking don't. The second solution is put a notch on your goddamn belt so that it can't go beyond a certain. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Like if your neck is, I don't know, 12 inches around or whatever.
No, that's not
Hold on,
what,
let me write this down.
that's not what happens. I think is what happens. They put the belt around their neck. You know, like they put in the buckle, put in a loop, and put it around their neck, and then they put that in a door jamb at the top of the door jamb.
Yeah.
And then they lean against it till they're like choking,
Right.
And they start jerking off. But some people go too far; they black out, so they fall against the strap.
Yeah.
So the strap is like still cutting off their circulation, and they just die because they're blacked out. They don't actually wake up from it and just
Excuse
stand
me?
up.
What'd you just say?
They die.
Because why?
No, they blacked out. My apologies.
You have a problem, dude.
They SpongeBob out.
Yeah.
Jason, I figured out if you have a notch in your belt, you can do autoerotic asphyxiation, Jason. And you can't die. I heard it on Brain Jail. Come on, let's go do it real quick.
I will say, if you do want
Jason?
if you want to do it, all you would have to do is just put it on like the doorknob and then lean forward. You know
Yeah,
what
but
I
then
mean?
you're on your knees, and that's gay. You don't want to do that.
Also, you could just pay someone to choke you.
you could do that. Well, I mean, I would rather not do. I'm already jerk. I'd just pay somebody to jerk me off. Then you know, I'm not going to pay somebody to watch me jerk off. What a loser I am.
Well, they could just do it
Yeah, what are
like
you,
you
Louis C.K.?
so what
could
I
have them turned around
what I think is
while they choke you.
here's my solution is like let's say you take like a piece of metal like that just hanging down from the roof.
Okay, I'm there.
You see what I'm?
Hold on. Okay, I'm mentally there.
All right.
you loop the belt around the top of that and
Yeah.
you just hold it in place with one hand. That way, if you black out, you'll let go of it with one hand, and then you'll just fall to the ground and can start breathing while you're passed out.
I think people do it for so long, though, they really want like a laid back method.
Yeah, they just get lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm laid back.
Right.
Dude, I'm kind of laid back. I'm a California dude.
I'm a SoCal guy.
I just love, after a hard day of work, I get home, drink a couple Coronas, throw the game on, put a belt around my neck, and choke myself until I black out. I'm just a simple guy.
I think I don't know, if you were sitting down, though, like you could, well, let's try it out. Let's see. Jace, you want to start jerking
I don't want
off?
to I don't want to jerk off while I'm sitting down. My tummy will look too big. It'll throw me off my game. I want to be stretched out.
I'll do it. I rise from the crowd.
Right.
I'll jack off.
Gas from the...
I'll be the one that... No, honey, no. No. I must be the one who jacks off because it's going to feel really, really good this time.
Mary, listen, it's for the community.
It's in the Hunger Games.
Right, yeah. I volunteer as jack off tribute. Yeah. More like the horny game, folks.
Like somebody, all those type of movies with those type of premises is like, somebody can just be like, hey, we don't have to do this. Hey, how about no?
Well, I mean, that's, in your ideal world, Kevin.
That would have been a horrible movie.
Yeah, it's just over in 2 minutes.
Some guy, no,
Yeah.
this is dumb.
Right.
Why not have a movie where things don't happen?
Yeah.
It's like also the Hunger Games. It's like that's already going on in Africa.
Right.
And it's not a game to them.
Right.
It's their life.
You're like, Steven, I love the script for Jaws. Here's my thing. What if they just never go in the water again?
Hey, Steven, what if Jaws becomes a nice shot? What if they take Jaws to sensitivity training and
Right.
maybe he
Holy
figures out
shit.
this
Guys,
could be nice?
we could be famous Vine stars with these ideas. Because, okay, hear me out. Here's the title of the video.
Okay.
Jaws, if everybody on the island had common sense, is the
Okay.
caption.
Right.
And then you just walk and you go, hey, that girl got ate by a shark. And then the sheriff stands up and he goes, then no one will ever go in the water again. And then just cut to the end credits. And we get 55 million fucking followers.
Right.
And we make billions of dollars.
Right. Yeah, that would be pretty great. And you could
Who's
just
down?
you could do
Vine's
the nay
over.
for money.
Vine's over?
Yeah, Vine's gone.
TikTok's
Yeah, I know. Damn it.
TikTok's the new Vine.
Oh, man, I have a really good Jay-Z impression I've been working on.
I know. I'm sorry, dude.
Damn it. I thought I was going to be a famous comedian.
Yeah, I've got this really good Christopher Walken bit that I wanted to do on it.
Damn, dude.
I know.
You could have killed with that.
I know. I blew it.
Fuck.
That movie was weird because in Jaws, the mayor was like, "Well, it's just a swimming town, okay?"
Yeah.
They're like, "Sheriff, there's a shark. He's huge. He's eating people." Look. If I don't see the yogurt shop packed with people this summer, then I will kill everyone. Look, my town, we swimming in my town, okay? And they're like, but Sheriff, there's acid in the ocean.
Right.
People's skin is melting off their bones. Yeah, but what if you look at the gross domestic product of this beach, though? We're crushing it.
The real subplot of the movie was the sheriff was just really horny. And he just wanted to see people go to the beach.
Yeah, he's a pedophile.
Oh, he's just trying to get his Red Wings.
Right, yeah. Red Wings?
What's Red Wings?
When you go down on a woman who's on her period.
Oh my God.
Jesus
Christ.
Holy crow.
I hate you guys so
I don't want to take the
fucking much.
Lord's name
My
in vain.
goodness,
But
yeah.
Fuck you guys.
No,
Why
not
don't you
even
just call that the Joker, by the way? Red Wings.
That's you've never heard
Yeah,
Red
that's-
Wings?
No, I'd actually never have. It
would
kind
be
of shocked me.
That would be funny if that's how the Joker got his scars.
Dude, you know what I got? I got the fucking brown wings. I go down. I eat a woman's ass as she's taking a shit.
What are you, Brian Redband? That's a real story. He told that story on Your Mom's House where he was eating
Oh, that
some
sounds so
porn star's
good.
ass and she shit in his mouth.
Took a whole shit.
Yeah.
Like start and finish. Yeah.
Whole shit. And he didn't close his mouth because he was about to come.
Would you eat a woman's turd for like
No.
Yes.
really no amount of money?
I'm not eating shit unless it's in a bit. Then I'll do it.
You wouldn't
For
eat
free.
a shit. You wouldn't eat a shit for $1 trillion.
What if it was Obama's shit?
Oh yeah. For sure. How much would it cost me?
Your freedom.
If I could eat Hillary Clinton's shit, I would be fucking.
Not for $1 billion.
Down.
I wouldn't do that.
No, I would be so down, dude. She's such a great.
You know her shit has
leader.
like bones in it, like she's an owl or something. She shits out little balls with mouse bones in it.
Bones,
Baby's
and hair,
bones.
Yeah, exactly.
Game Boy Advances.
You find a teeth. She just shits teeth. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking bitch.
Yeah, I'd love to titty fuck her to death. Wouldn't it be great if she fucking killed herself or something?
Yeah, that'd be cool if Hillary Clinton actually really died for real and not in a bit. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to kill her.
Yeah, and this is not a bit, by the way. Ben is going to, for real, kill former presidential nominee Hillary Rodham
Yep.
Clinton for real.
Yeah.
Not a bit. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't ever kill her. I wouldn't kill her. She's done a lot for the female narrative in this country.
Yeah.
I think she's awesome. She's very pretty.
Hey,
She
did
has
you
a crack in her skull, which gives her seizures.
Is that true?
Yeah, remember she I think she has like a literal crack in her skull. I don't know if this is something from Stormfront.
She's a woman of the
You
people.
read Stormfront? Jesus Christ.
No, I'm saying like just something that leaked onto the internet I think is real now.
She carries hot sauce in her purse.
That
You
is
know
true.
that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, she's so down to earth.
No, like Bernie carrying fucking mayonnaise in his purse.
Yeah, fucking Bernie never played Pokemon Go. Fucking loser.
It is pretty fun that he's actually might win the nomination. I mean, they are going to kill him, I think.
Yeah.
They're going to assassinate Bernie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trump's going to kill him.
Yeah, Trump's going to put him in a headlock, dude.
Yeah.
First debate. Yeah, give him a wedgie.
Trump's going to KO him.
Yeah.
An old 1-2 right on the debate stage.
He's going to Razor Ramon him. He's going to do the Razor's Edge on him.
Honestly, what would happen if Trump had like a manic breakdown and killed the Bernie?
He'd probably still win.
I mean, he said it before. He could do it.
But like with
Did
executive,
he say he could do it?
He said he could kill somebody in a public
Oh,
street,
right. Yeah,
you know.
shoot somebody on Fifth Avenue or whatever.
like
Yeah.
with executive orders, could he just kill someone that's running for president and then like exonerate himself?
well, that's the argument
I
they
did it. I'm okay. Forgive me.
That's the argument they make is when
I'm not guilty. He dresses up as the judge and then runs around the court and then sits up in
doing
the chair.
all the parts. Yeah, like he's Robin Williams.
he's all of the Supreme Court justices.
Order in the court. Order in the court. The defense can speak. Oh yeah, I didn't do it. I didn't do it at all. Prosecutor, you have anything to say? Yeah, he did it. Oh no, but then he said he didn't, so he probably didn't. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we find the president, myself, Donald J. Trump,
Donald J. Trump.
Donald J. Jump,
Yeah.
not guilty.
Donald J. Trump, how do you feel about, or I'm sorry, how do I feel about getting off scot-free? Well, as Donald Trump, I just got to say that I'm the fucking greatest, and fuck you guys.
I just have to say, yes, they deserve to die, and I hope they burn in hell. It's me, Donald J. Trump.
I'm Donald Trump. Has anyone done this before? What? Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? Wait, hold on. Hey, this is Trump back at the Miss America in Russia in 2012.
Okay, go for it.
In that hotel.
All right.
Are you drinking my pee? Are you drinking my pee? Well, I'm the only one queer. That's pretty good. That's my SNL audition.
Yeah.
I did in front of Lorne Michaels.
Okay, this was Donald Trump at the MTV Music Awards.
Okay.
I'm going to let you finish, but I just want to say Beyonce had one of the greatest albums of all time.
Okay, here's mine. Ready?
Okay.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
By the way, Mike Myers' reaction to that moment is a beautiful thing.
Oh, yeah, it's so great.
Please send your money.
Like he almost just started doing Shrek voice.
Right.
Yeah.
And Kanye would have followed by doing Donkey.
Yeah, he
live
called
on the air.
he calls Kanye donkey. Shut up, donkey.
Why don't you get away from me, Donkey? What you mean get away from you? George Bush doesn't care about black people. I'm making waffles. For the people of Katrina.
Oh my God.
George Bush. Hey, for real though.
What?
Can we get real for a second?
Yeah,
Please.
break it down.
George Bush does not care about black people.
Yeah, he's bad.
Unless they're fucking rich, then he cares about.
While we're
them.
on the
Yeah.
subject, I'm just going to say Ronald Reagan was not good.
Yeah,
Well, he was bad actually.
Yeah, he's bad.
Fuck him. Honestly,
He had bitch tits.
yeah.
You know who was good, though? Joseph Stalin. He was dope. Great ideas. I love Marxism.
Yeah, Stalin went like savage mode. A lot of people don't know that.
Reagan is the devil. And Karl Marx is dope as fuck.
That's right. Karl Marx was an okay guy, right?
I think
No.
I think he was just like an alcoholic. He didn't see the point to doing anything.
Yeah, he
When-
did look like a gamer, to be fair.
When the Marx
Yeah.
brothers broke up, he didn't know what to do with himself. All right, go ahead. And thank you.
Oh, you high five, Kevin.
I high five Kevin so he went backflip out of the garage.
Through a window.
Yeah. Oh man, have you guys been listening to silly music lately?
Well, define silly music.
I've been
Rap?
listening to trap remixes of "Oops, I Did It Again,"
Okay, that's silly music.
which has been making me laugh really hard.
Yeah.
Oops, I did it again with your heart.
All right, Michael Winslow.
Got lost in this simple game, yeah.
Dude, speaking of which, Brain Jails, we're going to go to an EDM concert.
Yeah, we decided that.
We're
yeah.
going to straight get lit up.
Kevin looked
on
at me
Molly,
dead
dude.
serious upstairs and he said, dude, for real, we should take Molly and go to an EDM festival. No hint of irony in his voice.
Well, you were
whatsoever.
watching it and you were like, do people really do? There's literally a crowd of like 50,000 people.
Here's the thing. If I saw a crowd of 1,000 people, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's a fucking city
Yeah.
surrounding a guy on a table
Yes.
with a thing he's spinning.
Yeah, not even that. He's usually just pressing buttons or hitting like a pad. You know, like an
if-
808 pad.
And let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Is that fake?
What?
Is it all pre-recorded?
Dude, everything's fake.
Not all. I mean, some of
True.
them are, but yeah, not all. It just depends on the guy. No, well, my favorite guy, he has a Sony Discman with
That's kind of cool.
12 seconds of shock resist, so you can pound on the table for 12 seconds before it skips. Did you guys remember that shit?
No,
Yeah.
I think that was before my time.
God, you guys are fucking
No, I remember
young
that.
fucking losers.
I remember that.
You don't even know about the shock.
I remember that.
You don't remember shit.
I remember it.
I won a big.
I remember.
I won a big boombox in a DARE program one time.
Did you really?
I wrote an essay about how it's whack to do drugs,
Yeah.
and they gave me the choice of a bike or a boombox, and I was a little fat kid, so I chose the boombox because I didn't want to ride a bike anywhere.
Did you try to ride the boombox?
Yeah, and then I tried to ride. I smashed it immediately because I was a little fat kid.
Yeah.
yeah.
I do like the of the boombox. It's a good look, like just as an accessory.
The only guys I
To
see
hold it
with
on
a
your shoulder?
boombox still are the guys on the little hoverboard things.
yeah,
Those guys will ride around with a boombox on them, smoking blunts.
Yeah,
on
like
Hollywood Boulevard.
like a Dre like boombox type thing, like a pill or something.
You
I see
mean
that all the time.
your life coach.
my life coach.
I can feel like that. You're like you would at some point in the next 5 years. You're like, guys, I'm a fucking boombox hoverboard guy. I started smoking these CBD blunts because you guys were talking about that on the last one. You're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, dude, I just. By the way, your goals are so low. You're like, I just want to be able to smoke CBD blunts every day. I'm like, this could be a reality tonight. We could make this happen.
I can't afford it, dude. That's like an extra $9,000 a day.
because we're talking like top shelf CBD.
Yeah. Well, what Ben likes to do, he'll find a whole farm full of marijuana, and then he just goes through the fields with his eyes closed, and he just delicately brushes again, like in the Gladiator when he's dead. And
Yeah, the grass,
The
the
grass.
tall wheat. Yeah,
yeah, and the music,
the Black Hawk Down music.
yeah, it's playing, and then he finds a single bud, and he stops in the field, and then rolls that shit into a blunt, and then rolls out of there on his hoverboard with the boombox on his shoulders.
Yeah, that'd be a good look for you.
Yeah, I think I should do that.
Why not?
I honestly, Kevin, can't really say why not.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people ask why. I ask why not. When I see,
Wait, I asked why not.
no, I did. Well, hold on. Wait, you did too, though. You did too.
I said do it.
But hold on.
I even created a scenario.
Still, some people just ask why.
Yeah.
Me and you, Kevin.
Yeah.
Ask why not?
Why not?
Right.
Why the fuck not?
Why not become boombox guys on Hollywood Boulevard?
Yeah.
Why not kill Hillary Clinton? Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Why not take an entire sheet of acid and load a 44 Magnum and fly to Washington, D.C.?
Yeah.
And I can't, I mean, if I say it out loud.
No, it's okay. It's not a bit. Just go ahead. It's not a bit, so it's fine.
We should genuinely try to fuck Melania, all three of us.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Like,
Gangbang?
what's that movie where he holds the boombox over his head?
Oh, say anything?
We should say anything Melania at the fucking White House.
Wait,
Just
did you
playing
say,
Estonia EDM music?
Yeah.
did you say I could say anything?
No, not anything. Yeah. I think I've made this joke before, but you're holding the boombox blaring Ben Shapiro into a lady's room. It's just like Peter Gabriel's "Your eyes, I'm complete," and then Ben just like, see the 13% of the population, and it's 50% of the crimes, and this is just people are yelling at you from their windows.
Your eyes,
I am complete
statistics.
The bell curve, it's
It
all
is so
statistics. Yeah,
Your
wearing that.
eyes. My sister's got huge tits. Your eyes.
You're wearing that long trench coat, but it's just to hide your semi-automatic.
Hey, if you got one chance to hit on Milan Lons, what would you do?
Let me go there mentally. Okay, I'm there.
There, you're in front of her.
Okay, and what's the scenario? Is she like at dinner or something?
Well, Donald Trump loves you, and he tells Melania that you're the best fucker.
Okay, so Donald Trump is like, this is my very dear friend Ben Avery.
Huge cock.
He has a massive hog on him. One beautiful vein wrapped around it. Melania, put down your oyster fork for a
Melania,
second.
you got to see the hue of blue on this guy's dick.
You got to see this guy's cock.
Beautiful
Hey,
thing.
listen, Ben, no, you can take your cock out. I'm the president. Nothing's going to happen to you. Just take out your nice, pretty pecker there. Put it right on the table. Melania, look at that. Look at that beautiful boy's cock. No, Ben, you don't have to start jacking off. That's fine. That's fine. No, you don't have to piss.
You
either.
don't have to.
Don't
Listen,
piss on the table.
listen, show my autistic boy your cock. I want my autistic son to see it.
Baron's rubbing it.
Yeah, Baron. Baron.
He's petting it like a cat.
Baron, you're petting it the wrong way. Pet it with the grain. With the grain, Baron. He's petting it like a retarded kid pets a dog. Going against the fur, getting it all fucked up. Baron, put down your Nintendo Switch for a second and rub Ben's cock. Rub it the right way, though.
Joe Biden walks in. He's like, listen here, Jack. I knew a guy named Frankie down the street. He used to pet a cock, but he'd pet it the other way against the grain. You know what he's doing now? He's in the coal mines.
Right.
That guy, boop, boop, boop. We used to hang black people upside down from trees in the middle of the...
Joe, why are you molesting that young girl right now? I love every speech of Joe Biden where they're like, you won't believe what Joe Biden said. And then you watch the video of it. And it's also, he's like molesting a 12-year-old girl in every single one of them.
He's braiding all the girls' hair.
Like that one where he's talking about the pool, you know which one I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah,
Where he's
yeah.
like, little kids would come up and rub my hair the wrong way and say they got roaches on them. And he's like literally like there's a 12-year-old girl sitting in his lap like
Yeah.
while he's saying the entire thing.
There's a 25-year-old woman sitting in his lap. He's like, come sit on Joey's lap.
Yeah. No, like a fucking 12-year-old. He
Yeah.
wants to fuck kids, man.
Well, he sure is affectionate.
Yeah.
Did you see him reply to Tom Steyer in the debate?
No.
Where Tom Steyer was like, no, I know I had private prisons or whatever, but we shut those down at this juncture or whatever. It says something like that. And Joe Biden goes, where I come from, Buster, that's called Tommy Come Lately. Tommy Come which, first of all, the only phrase I've heard close to that is Tommy Want Wingy. So I don't know if he watched Tommy Boy and mixed stuff up, but thinks it had something else to do with another thing.
Johnny come lately is a thing.
He said Tommy Come Lately.
Yeah.
Oh, he was trying. You know what it is? He was trying to do Johnny Come Lately, but making it about Tom Steyer, but he just said Tommy Come Lately.
Oh, Tom Steyer come late.
No,
yeah,
that-
but it still sucks ass.
That's what Joe Biden says to his retarded son who's locked in the closet. His name is Tom. And he
Tom
opens it
Biden.
up and he goes, "Hey, Tommy, come lately?" No, Dad. And then he just
You
jacks
did the
him off.
voice.
It was a pretend person.
Oh, that's fair. That's true. That's true.
He does have a retarded son, though.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah, named Tom.
Yeah, his name's Kevin Tinkin.
fuck. James?
Yeah, Kevin James Tinkin.
That'd be dope. I'd love to be Joe Biden's retarded son. I just need some cash. I just need a few bucks. Hey, Joey. I still call my dad Joey.
Yeah.
Give me some ducats.
Your dad is Joey Herman.
The comedian. Nobody knows.
Person nobody knows, Joey Herman. Yes.
A guy like three people have met. I'm referencing. But how funny is that guy for real though?
Yeah, he is fun. We talked about him in the last podcast. So funny. Always so sweaty. I told you one time he after the mic he tried to give me a handshake and it literally like he hit my hand and sweat flew in the other direction from when his hand was flying. That's how fucking sweat. Like it was like whap.
Man, it's fucked up.
That guy, I'm pretty sure he would just wear Hawaiian shirts that he would get at like that would come in a kit at a costume shop.
Yeah,
Like that's the kind of shirts he wore.
he bought the pedophile costume package at the Halloween store.
Yeah.
And that's where he got his clothes from. You see him, he's wearing a big Dracula cape one day.
Yeah.
He buys all his clothes from the Halloween store.
Pretty sure he had a kid.
Yeah, a lot of weird people do.
He said he got someone pregnant at some festival. And then
I'm telling you,
Gathering
dude,
of the Juggalos.
the magic of EDM, bro.
are you being 100% serious when you say we should take Molly at an EDM festival?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, why not? It's fucking experience, bro. Just have a good time.
I'd like to take Molly at a band I like. I'm down for that.
Yeah, that works. I mean,
Yeah.
I just relapse immediately on Molly. I just start doing like beer bongs, taking shots. Like
I think it's a different. It's a different experience of being drunk. You know.
but I shouldn't be doing drugs.
I don't know. I still don't think you're an alcoholic. I think you should have a drink tonight. I mean, when you say, Kevin, I'm an alcoholic, I can't have just one drink. All I hear is, hey, Kevin, I'm a little bitch. Mm-hmm. That's all I hear. And then
Kevin
I'm
has
like,
some good points. Yeah.
Yeah.
I say, have a fucking beer and do a couple of shots. Let's go take a couple of. Let's take the car out for a spin. We could get some old used beer cans.
Yeah,
and
come
just
on.
throw
You're
'em.
getting married soon, man.
Yeah, this is your last chance, bro.
Last chance to get a DUI. You're getting married.
Chance, dude. Come on.
That's for your bachelor party instead of a strip club. I'm just getting you drunk and getting you behind the wheel of an ATV. Just setting you loose in downtown Austin. And surprise, I've planted a gun on you you don't know about.
Yeah. Am I just riding? If I got fucked up again and you did that to me, like I would just think I'm in the place beyond the pines. And I would just be like riding an off-road dirt bike through the streets of Austin.
Right.
Just like robbing banks.
You're playing with a switchblade in the dirt somewhere.
Playing with a butterfly knife.
Yeah. That'd be good shit.
I mean, yeah, I am of the philosophy of I won't not do something because it's not cool. You
Right.
know what I mean? Like I'll do
Like
something
just because
that's
it's lame to do Molly doesn't mean you shouldn't do it.
I mean, not
joking.
exactly the wording I would use, but yeah, I mean, like I would be down to go to I would be down to go to Burning Man or Coachella or any of these.
Would part of you
bullshit-
feel stupid if you were standing at an EDM festival on Molly?
not with?
I think
guys.
you would feel stupid if you weren't on Molly at an EDM festival. I
Yeah.
think that's part of the experience.
Oh.
And that's the other thing too is like if you're there with your buddies, you can stand around and talk shit about everybody and how they're dumb, but we're good.
Would that be better than staying at home and watching Uncut Gems?
Yes. It's an experience. Plus, Ben, I know the biggest obstacle for you is that you'd have to leave the house.
Yeah.
But I think it would be good for you.
Yeah, I don't like leaving the house.
I saw Ben at
It's
the
'cause of
Comedy
our,
Store.
because of our neighbors. If you know what I mean. I'm afraid to leave.
Yeah, I unfortunately know exactly what you mean.
You know what I mean.
Yes. Yeah. I saw Ben at the
To
Comedy
the left
Store.
is the,
All right.
and to the right is the. Are they going to make a gong noise?
No.
I saw Ben at the Comedy Store last night. I was so stoked because I was like, "Oh, Ben's out of the house. We're gonna hang out." And then I
I'm like
texted
never
you.
home.
And I'm fucking with you,
Oh,
Ben.
okay,
Chill
go on,
out.
go on.
And I was like, we're gonna hang. We're gonna.
Well, it's a
hang
weird
out.
bit to do if I'm never home, and then you're like, you're always home.
Yeah, it's a weird bit. Let's just fuck each other in the ass again.
No, continue. You saw me last night.
It doesn't matter. You didn't want to hang out because you were sleeping in the green room at the Comedy Store.
Oh yeah, I was. Yeah.
Too cool for school, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, I literally just
Gotta go in the green room and pretend to go to sleep.
I mean, I literally lay down and took a nap, and then William Montgomery walked in like, "Oh, hey."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, good stuff, man. That was great. That was great." William's like, "Do you think that joke about me saying I had a sock in my vagina is good?" I'm like, "I liked it. I don't know, man. I'm a big fan of your stuff. I really am. I think he's super funny."
Yeah, William's great. Yeah.
Do you see him bring his parents up on stage on Kill Tony?
Yeah.
That shit was hilarious.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Good times.
Tim said he looks like an accomplished racist. Like in a different time, you would have been an accomplished racist.
The racist about town.
Yeah. And William was like, "Thank you so much."
Got a seersucker suit on.
Yeah.
Sweaty as shit. Yeah. Getting a loan from the bank he didn't apply for. Yeah. The good old days. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, he looks like a homeless guy in a barbershop quartet.
He definitely.
He has red hair.
Yeah, he does.
He has a beard.
He has 2 eyes.
Hell yeah, dude.
Okay. Whew. Fuck.
Yeah, good one.
I've never seen him before, so I don't really know what we're doing here. I'm just trying to pretend I'm in the know here.
Oh yeah.
He has 1 foot.
No,
No,
see, you
2
fucked it up.
feet.
I knew you full of shit.
Okay, I've never met him.
So, Jace, are you feeling like better?
I mean, I still feel pretty shitty, honestly. Yeah.
Have you been going to work?
Yeah, I've been going to work. I have to. My 90 days are like up today.
Hell
And
yeah.
What's the 90 days?
it's like in a regular job, you have to go 90 days to be an official employee.
You
So
just
you
show
get
up in a
unemployment?
wife beater with holes in it, just eating nachos.
Yeah,
with
the
your
day
hands.
after I get approved, I just show up smoking a cigarette indoors.
You're
Yeah.
wearing one of those beer hats with the 2 beers.
I
You're just
immediately-
eating nacho cheese sauce out of a tub.
Yeah, I immediately goose a secretary's ass when I walk in.
Hell yeah. She's been asking it for all 90 days.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're writing a letter to McDonald's to bring Supersize back. At your desk.
Right on my computer, full screen, font size 80. Comic Sans, I'm writing the letter. I'm saying it out loud. Dear McDonald's, the day you took the McRibwich back was the worst day of my life. Second only to the passing of my father in a gator accident.
You're smoking a bubble pipe.
Yeah, I'm in a Nazi uniform.
You're wearing SpongeBob Crocs.
I'm loudly playing TikTok videos on my computer.
Yeah, and your desktop screensaver is the skiing squirrel.
Yeah.
From the America's Funniest Home Movies.
Yeah. I'm trying to talk to people about Faces of Death video I watched. Yeah. I'm like, no, you see it. It's like a cat eats his eye out. Takes the eye right out, just pops it out.
Your boss comes over. He's like, Jace, what the hell? Where are all your files? He opens up your desk. It's filled with every Captain Underpants book.
Right. He opens one drawer and it's full of shredded cheese just laying in the. I have a whole desk full of loose shredded cheese.
And then he's
Yeah.
like, what is this? And you're like, oh, this?
Yeah.
What? What's it? Why?
This is my cheese drawer, man.
I get hungry. I'm on keto. I'm keto guy.
I'm the keto kid, man.
Yeah.
I did have a weird incident today just because I think this podcast has ruined my mind. Fucking one of my coworkers just out of nowhere, he goes, hey Jason, you know Rosa? And I wasn't even
Hold on.
Yeah.
Can I predict where this goes?
Yeah, I think you know where it's going. Yeah.
Did you say Parks?
I did. I didn't even.
Come on, man.
I was literally walking and thinking about something else. He goes, do you know Rosa? I go, Rosa Parks. And then he's like, what? And then luckily, like, everybody laughed. Even the couple black guys thought it was pretty funny.
Well, yeah, it's just a name.
Yeah. And then I was like, come on, guys, it's February. I'm trying to,
They're like, no, the cleaning lady.
yeah, Rosa Parks. We have a cleaning lady named Rosa Parks. Yeah. No, we laughed it off, and I'm fired now. So
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah, I always do my first day of work. I always do my inward material right up top, and then I go, black people like this. Right. What is wrong with you guys? Don't know black people. That's the problem. And then they're like, you're fired.
They did find, they found my buddy Tiff, who's a comic, works there too. They found his stand up and they were playing it on the TV in the office for everybody to watch. And they said, we're going to play yours next. And I walked out and I just left. I left work.
That's actually
and I
probably
just
a really good
I sat in
decision.
my car for an hour and then just went back. And they're like, we didn't play it. We don't know. Where'd you go? And they're like, I had to leave. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I literally can't be here if you're going to do that.
Yeah. They're like, yeah, we saw the thumbnail. You had that dope armband on. We wanted to watch that.
Yeah, if they ever find out my drawings, I'm fired immediately.
I wonder. I mean, you advertise. I mean, all they'd have to do is try.
Yeah.
Just like try to be a friend of yours,
Yeah.
and then they'd be like, "Oh, there they are."
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I think they might like them.
Maybe they're kind of cool or whatever, but
No, you'd start getting bullied in the office.
Yeah, they'd give me a
I'm
swirly.
leaning over the cubicle. I'm like, hey, Jace, do any sad drawings today? You fucking nerd.
Yeah, nerd ass.
You would be Dwight and I'd be Jim Halpert.
Oh, I'd be Dwight?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't be the insane guy who has these very weird interests. It would be me, not you.
Yeah, no, actually, I'd be Andy. Kevin would be Jim. And I'd be like, rat-at-dat-dat-oo.
I'd be Stanley.
Oh, fuck. You can't be Stanley.
I'm Stanley and Creed, dude.
I'd be Mindy Kaling.
Yeah.
Stanley just had like severe Asperger's, right?
Yeah. No, Stanley was a big fan of Naruto. Yeah, they get into that.
He loved Dragon Ball Z.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm surprised Mindy Kaling doesn't get in trouble for cultural appropriation of a dumb white bitch.
Go off, kid.
You know what I mean?
Go off, kid.
She'd like, you still in our culture.
I can do a pretty good impression of her.
Go for it.
Hello, I am Mindy Kaling.
See, that's not.
No, wait, no. Hello, I love the. It would be pleased to. It would be pleased of me to advance the rights of women. Just because I am an Indian woman does not mean I cannot be American comedian.
You just farted into the mic. Yeah, that's
Nice
great
fart,
stuff.
dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
And then you smelled it. Then you smelled it, dude. You got on to me the other day for sniffing it after.
Haters gonna hate, you know.
Hello, I'm American comedian Mindy Kaling. Hello.
Did anyone see me in the New Girl?
Oh my god!
The New Girl.
The New Girl. I had a guest appearance in the New Girl.
We're gonna air out this.
Jesus Christ!
Gotta air out this foam.
I'm actually
windbreaker.
I'm actually also like not only am I not a very funny. My English not so good. Not only am I not very funny, which I'm very funny. I'm trying to say that in a broken Indian English, but I am very funny. But not only am I very funny, but I am also very hot. I am a very hot woman, and you should want to fuck me. I am a good friend with Lena Dunham, who is also a dumb bitch. We are both very dumb bitches.
I feel like we should dedicate the rest of the podcast to you doing that voice.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Mindy Kaling Show. I'm sitting here today with the guest of Brains and the podcast. It is very pleased of me to have you on the podcast. Would you like to ask me, Mindy Kaling, any question, Kevin or Jace?
Nope.
Yeah, can you please stop talking?
Yeah.
Okay, that is what most people would like. I am told. I do not know why people want me to stop talking now because I am very funny American female comedian Mindy Kaling. She's a dumb bitch, though.
Yeah, fuck her, dude.
Well, she is basically just, she like, I don't know, she grew up in like, I don't know, Pasadena or something. And then,
Yeah, fucking bitch.
Yeah, but if you saw her, you would.
Pasadena ass bitch.
If you saw her, you would assume she talks the way I do, and that's why you would treat her worse.
Oh, okay.
I would just treat her worse because she's ugly. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's mean.
I just base how I treat people on whether or not I want to fuck them.
You know why I'm not attracted to her?
Why?
Not dark enough.
Oh, wow.
Yep. That's right. All right, let's move on.
Good Lord.
The Chinese. Let's get into it.
That damn coronavirus.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Nothing's going to happen with that. It's all going to be fine.
I don't know, man.
I'm calling it now.
I'm tripping.
Nah.
Nick Oldershaw's tripping too. He was really flipping out about it. It wasn't flipping out, but he was talking about it. He's like, I think this is it could be.
It has like a 1% fatality rate though.
Yeah, but that it's just like a snowball, bro.
I'm kind of like so bored with life. I'm just like, let's just have half of everybody die. That'll be fun.
The Thanos snap of a disease.
Man, how come these Chinese people be eating bats and shit?
We have to.
You can't do the Indian followed by the black voice.
Yeah, we have to figure out.
Then it just becomes your thing.
This podcast episode is sponsored by Almost Riding a Bike. You know how you feel like you could keep going and then your dad lets go and then you fall on your face? Welcome to Brain Jail. We do keep getting a little bit of momentum and then okay, all right.
Yeah, we can't do that.
Oh my God!
Sorry, I'm a little sick. I feel a little out of it.
I will say I've had a really weird couple of days.
Yeah.
A good friend of mine called me and told me that the Aryan Nation is trying to kill him. This is not made up.
Wait, really?
This is 100%.
Why?
The information that
Can you talk about it?
Does that guy listen to the podcast?
I don't think so. I don't think.
No, they're trying to kill him.
He was my best.
No, I'm
friend.
saying the people trying to kill him.
The Aryan Nation. Yeah.
No,
okay.
he was my best friend growing up, and he was my next door neighbor for a long time. Good friend of mine, and then we were really close until we were like 13, 14, and then I moved away and he moved away, and so we didn't really see each other and went completely different paths. And I've had a couple of interactions with him, but he just reached out and was just like, I need to talk to you right now.
Uh-huh.
And so we were like Facebook talking back and forth, and he was telling us that just like shit up, like he thinks his mom's in on it, like all this stuff.
Sounds like he's on drugs, dude.
That's what he was telling me. Like he was telling me that he's like, do you believe me? Do you not believe me? And I'm just like, look, I'm trying to believe you. Just give me more information. And then, he was like saying like, well, maybe they've contacted you.
So he's saying the Aryan Brotherhood is trying to kill him.
Yeah.
And did he give a reason why they're trying to kill him?
Some gang related shit. He didn't want to get into.
Is he a black man? A white man?
No, he's a white guy.
Okay.
But I think he was probably involved with these guys with something.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're friends with a skinhead?
No, because he was like he was definitely, he's not like proud of, he's not proud of being white. You know what I mean? He's not just the accent.
He's Jewish.
Yeah, he's Jewish.
Okay.
No, but it was just so it was vague, and it was like it was one of those things where when somebody calls you and they're like, "I'm in danger, I'm scared, I need to talk to somebody."
Why did he reach out to you?
Because he thought that I was one of the only guys he could trust because he knows that I'm. This is his words, that he knows I'm a good guy and that he hasn't talked to me in forever, and they wouldn't have reached out to me.
Can I say?
I'm out here.
I think that more likely means he's having a breakdown.
Well, that's what I was just trying to encourage him to just like, hey, dude, fuck, if your life's in danger, you need to go to the cops. And he's like, the cops are probably in on it.
Oh,
like,
yeah, he's out of his mind then. He's out of his bird.
And you have the vibe of, that's what I mean, is you have the vibe of somebody who's like a crazy person's like, I can go to this person. Because I have the same thing. Crazy people like flock to me.
Oh, I thought you were saying you talked to me.
Yeah, because I'm crazy, and but I know the Aryan Brotherhood is trying to kill me.
But yes, yeah. But it's in those situations too. Because this is a good friend of mine. I haven't heard from him forever. I'm scared, and so I was trying to like gather information to like help him out. And like, dude, I was like telling him like get hard evidence, get the videos of the people following you, like all this stuff. And it was kind of like nothing. I couldn't say anything that was like logical. And then when I was just trying to be like, dude, you got to like prove this or whatever. It was very, very much like that he wanted to kind of end the conversation.
Right.
Like that was like, oh, I don't get it. Like it's just like an impossible thing to overcome. But he hit me up like today and was just like, I might, this might be the last time I talk to you or whatever. And I was like,
Jesus.
And he's like, I'm not suicidal. None of that's. And I'm worried about him. You know what I mean? I'm worried about him one way or the other.
Yeah, you should probably like contact a family member and like just tell them what's going on.
That was the thing that was like, I didn't want to, break the trust because he told me not to.
Yeah, but he's,
I know. He's talking to him. He was living with it in his mom's place.
Yeah, you should probably like contact his mom or something. I think you can break the trust of somebody going through a manic breakdown. I think that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to give it a little time.
But you tell him to at least subscribe to the pod?
I did. I told him to subscribe. I go, make sure you leave us a 5-star review. No, it was real sad. It was one of those things where it's like, the more I try to come up with solutions of like how to solve the problem, the more it was just like, oh, there's nothing I can do.
Right.
And so it was a bummer, but he kept calling me, so we kept talking. And I don't know. I just it was weird. It put me in a weird headspace.
Yeah, I feel you. I've been in a weird headspace too. I don't know about you, Ben, but that video I shared with you guys the other day.
Oh yeah,
I've also been sick for 5 days.
Tell us about the video first off.
So a friend just sent me this video that's like, this is going to be serious, I guess, but like,
I'm not going to let it be too serious.
Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.
The video about like how, it was basically like a time lapse of what's going to happen for the rest of the universe. And it was just going into
So when everybody turns gay?
When everybody turns gay, yeah. When fucking Bernie finally wins.
And you automatically broke a fever.
Right? I immediately got sick in response to this. No, I shouldn't have watched this when I was like deathly sick, but it's like this video about how like, like the sun is going to consume the earth in like a billion years. And then I was like, okay, I knew about that, whatever. But then it went on to the trillion and trillion, like 1 trillion, trillion years after the earth is destroyed. And the fact that like just everything's going to slowly still be dying off over that time. Like all stars are going to go out at a certain period. Like the universe is just going to be nothing but black holes.
And then protons will dissolve.
Protons will eventually...
Is it entropy? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, entropy. Like protons will eventually just wear out. Like they'll just slowly start breaking apart.
Yeah.
And then so there'll be like no protons. There'll be like technically no matter. The only thing that'll exist in the universe for millennia, for eons, will be black holes just kind of circling each other and colliding. And they talked about like the last glimpses of light in the universe will be when these black holes collide and a giant explosion happens.
Yeah.
And then slowly over time, these black holes themselves will fall apart and dissipate. And then at a certain point, there will be basically nothing, like all energy in the universe, like energy cannot be created or destroyed. All energy will have been like worn out, like it's just gone. And then at that point, there's no matter, there's no anything. And then like, since there's no events happening, time doesn't even technically exist anymore. So it'll just be this black space of nothingness. And then just, I don't know, like kind of like I knew, everything's meaningless.
Except there will be dark energy, right?
They said even after a point, like dark energy will wear out itself. Like there will be nothing happening. And then that's just going to be not even for the rest of time. That's just what it not even is. It's just That is what
Thanks for joining the program, everybody. Today's episode is sponsored by Silver Blue, the toothpaste that helps your teeth get white in the midst of a black hole apocalypse.
But thinking about this, I like to that scale and just how insignificant everything is. I don't know. It's had me kind of in like a little mini existentially crisis where it's just like, well, just what's the fucking point of anything? Just like walking around and just being like, wow, I'm just so fucking small and insignificant. And all these things I worry about all the time, all these dreams I have, all these hopes, like it's nothing really. And just to kind of walk around with that in your heart, I guess that's, a part of a step on the path to enlightenment is having to realize that, how truly insignificant your life is. But I don't know. It's just had me really depressed because it's just like, well, I hate even saying it, like, what's the point of anything,
Well, I mean, if you could be a kid seeing a swing set for the first time and saying the same thing, Like, what's the fucking point of this bullshit? And then some guy's like, oh, you swing on it and it's fun. And then they're like, and then you're like, yeah, but can't swing forever. You're going to eventually have to stop swinging.
Yeah, no, and I know that the answer, like I know enough about philosophy that the answer is eventually nothing has a meaning. You got to apply your own meaning to it and just, like the myth of Sisyphus, you have to imagine Sisyphus happy, just find joy and, just create joy in your life or embrace the chaos of it or whatever. But, it's just also like, I don't know. I feel like so much, and I don't know, maybe you guys relate to this, so much of my life was built on, well, I have this place I am, and I have this place I want to be, and the place I want to be one day is kind of driving me to, I don't know, I guess have hope or whatever, or strive for something, or push for something, or want to be something else. Yeah. And then, when that's like taken away, it's kind of just like, well, I just am, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, but you're talking about trillion beer, years.
Beers, yeah. I wish I was talking about a trillion beers.
Trillion beers later.
Yeah.
I at the end of the day, man, you got plopped into this existence. You just have to have a good time. I mean, you have to. That's pretty much it. That's why I said the swing set, because I've heard the same. I've experienced the same sort of feeling of meaninglessness, and I thought kids and wife and all money would solve it, and it doesn't. It never does. It's about, you're on a fucking swing, start moving your legs and have a good time. I hate to simplify it so much, but and that's why I'm like, let's go fucking do EDM and go to a bullshit concert. Let's go camping. Let's go out and try animal husbandry. You do shit, have stuff you do. Have a good time. It does.
This is like your fucking Coach Carter pep talk for me, is to be alive.
I mean, sure, yeah. I mean, this isn't just to you, because I think that this feeling is a universal feeling.
Yeah, no,
I really do.
I think for a lot of people, yeah.
I mean, I'm not speaking to you as an expert on this. I'm speaking to you as a person who's going through the same thing. I deal with the same shit, and the only time that I can ever feel like I have my hands on the steering wheel of life is when I'm trying to do stuff that I enjoy.
Right.
Working towards things. I know the drawings, stuff like that. Just doing things that you enjoy. The work will set you free. Kind of just get
like Auschwitz.
Just like Auschwitz. I hate that was. They had such great graphics and such great statements. To be associated with something so bad. They had Coca-Cola Red was the Nazi red.
Yeah. That's where they invented Pepsi Clear, was in the camps. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, Ben. What do you? I know you probably think about this a lot.
I want, before we move to Ben, I will say that there. Because somewhere out there's a guy watching the same video, feeling the same things that you are.
Yeah, no, I know.
But he looks down and he's only got a 2-inch cock. So, at least put your hands in the air for that one. Okay. It could be worse. All right, Ben, what were your feelings on the...
I watched the video and I had the exact opposite reaction.
Interesting.
It filled me with like pep and energy, and it was like a huge relief.
Yeah, because that's the weird thing, is there is... I think a relief in that, but it's almost like getting used to the feeling. Anyway, I'm cutting you off. Sorry.
No. Go on.
It's part of like walking around like that, because I'm normally such an anxious guy, and I've lived so much of my life in a state of anxiety. Like I said before, it's like, here's where I am, here's the things I need to be, and I have so much anxiety not living up to that. So the freeing thing is, it's like, well, if all the worst case scenario stuff you imagine in your head happens, it doesn't matter at all,
Yeah, so I guess maybe would it be safe to say that it sort of shifted the way you perceive yourself and your own identity, and now you can't hide your good qualities from people anymore with like talking about anxiety and your nervousness and your insecurities and stuff. Now you just have to be who you are, and you're like, here I am.
Yeah,
there's actually good things about me.
I think it took my ego. I think ego is the key word there. I think my ego was a little big, and I always struggle with that. I think that kind of runs in our family. Not to get too much into personal details.
No, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, of course.
We have like ego problems in our family. With a lot of people. I think myself included, where there's like, I want to do these great things, and I want to be this great artist, and I know I have talent to do all this stuff, and it's like I have to be identified as a
Right.
person with these amazing talents. Probably in a certain point to feel like I'm deserving of love, or like I'm like, well, if this talent has been given to me, and I don't achieve it, then what does that say about me or whatever?
Yeah.
And then I think to view the universe in an honest standpoint more than I have in a little while, and just be like, oh, it's just I'm nothing. I told you yesterday, I'm not even that noise. I'm like not even the puh in the puff noise. I'm the like puh.
You're the
I'm puh. Just to look at it like that, it's just like it's freeing in a certain way where it's like I can just be, and I'm almost like walking around like, hey, I'm pretty not bad. You know what I mean? Like me as I am currently. I'm tall, likable. People seem to enjoy my company. I'm a smart guy. But it's also, I think, just getting used to the feeling of like, well, shit. It almost feels like when, I lost my religion, and you probably relate to the same thing, where you're just kind of walking around in a daze like, well, shit.
Oh, I'm still there.
Just fuck, man.
Yeah, where you just go, yeah, I mean, you get your whole world flipped upside down.
Yeah.
And that's why you're not once you have that happen, you're not like a sucker for shit anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not like when you see people buy, like when people, like I saw a guy yesterday wearing a shirt that said, Donald Trump is my president.
Right.
Like I will never be that guy.
Yeah.
I've already been that guy.
Mm-hmm.
I already was that guy. And
Yeah.
then it like literally everything I thought to be
Not Donald Trump
empirically
specifically, just to clarify.
Well, I am that guy. I do love, he is my president.
Dude, I used to have a T-shirt that said, "No scientist is going to make a monkey out of me."
Yeah.
And it was a scientist with like beakers who was a monkey. I will never be able to be that passionate about anything again.
To speak to what Ben's saying, I think specifically the word you're stressing in that shirt is my. He's my president. Like the ego to have that be your thought. He's my president in a country of 450
He cares
million.
about me.
About me.
And what I think.
Because I am the most important person in America.
Sure.
A guy who works at Quickie Lube.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I guess kind of like if I walked away the other way than you did, it's like, okay, so we both, here's problem number one.
Okay.
Here's problem number one.
Lay it on me, Jack.
This video affected us severely.
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah.
Not good. A
100%.
YouTube video shouldn't spin you one way or the other.
100%.
Number two, here's what's great about us.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fact that it did.
Yeah, I think so.
And I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Because I am passionate about stuff.
And
Three.
you're a deep thinker that in something like that will actually trigger thoughts in your head.
Right. Yeah, I'm just not like kind of waltzing through. I'm not just fucking Elmer Fudd walking through the woods looking for
Yeah.
a rabbit to shoot.
Yeah,
right. But so I guess it's like it goes back to a lot of people think like your ideology sort of informs your attitude in life.
Okay.
Where they go, well, I believe in socialism and stuff, and that's why I'm so angry and bitter at the rich, because at my core I believe I'm a socialist.
Right.
When really it's almost always 100% of the time the other way around. Your attitude informs the ideology. If you are a bitter person
Right.
who has been lazy and angry, you're probably going to fall on the side of hating people that have done better than you.
Yes,
Hating
yeah.
people that have more money than you. And that's just one example. I'm not just shitting on leftists and stuff.
Right.
Like if you're if you work hard for your money and you fucking hate lazy pieces of shit who are living off the state, and you're like, fuck them. You're like that. But you're like, I only feel that way because at my core belief, I think you should do this, and this, and vote this way, and that's why I feel that way. It's totally not.
Yeah.
Your whole attitude just informs your ideological system, right? So
And your circumstances as well. Like and from working with a lot of Republican type people at work, I've kind of realized now it's like, like growing up, you kind of think it's like, oh, they hate poor people, and it's like, and all the, like they just hate all these ideas and they're closed minded.
Yeah.
It's like, no, a lot of them, some of them are very hardworking or started their own business. A lot of them just ended up in situations where they're maybe closer to the top of the heap. And because of that, they had to, of their circumstance, they had to adjust their worldview to be like, well, all these things I have, I deserve all these things.
Yeah.
Because I work hard. It's just not this crapshoot, and I got much luckier, and now I have to live with this almost survivor's guilt of why do I have and these people
Right.
want for no other reason. You know, so you kind of have to develop your ideology based on that.
Well, you have
Yeah,
to
so-
justify it because if you especially have an ego about it and you're like you take pride in who you are, and the reality is that you were born on third base,
Right.
You know, that's like
Eating pussy.
Well, oh,
Yeah,
third
yeah.
base. Yeah, you were born eating pussy.
Yeah, yeah. When I was born, I actually ate the pussy on the way out.
Yeah, I ate my way out.
You know, you have to justify your existence to be like, no,
Right.
I fucking earned this. I work my ass off.
Right.
It's like, okay, you're fourth generation. Like your name is Henry Ford III.
Right,
Like,
exactly.
stop.
Yeah, and then
It's insecurities.
Yeah.
right.
You know.
But you're saying I want to get back to this. You're saying that you think the actual emotion dictates the
Yeah,
ethos.
so I think you kind of go in and you look for you want to continue on the narrative you're on because it's easier.
Right.
It's easier to keep doing whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
So if you watch a video like that and you want to be sad or depressed or lazy or you don't want to do anything, then the meaning you're going to glean from it is, wow, I'm so insignificant and so small. This is all meaningless. Now I can continue on the storyline that I've been on rather than doing something. So if I've been on the storyline of like, I've been kind of manic and I've been working a lot and I've been excited about the future, then I watch that video and it gives me the message I want of like, oh wow, there's not only am I doing all this stuff and I'm having fun, but there's also no stakes. That's great. So now I can just keep going. So I just wanted to continue on the same
Right.
fucking journey I was on as well when I watched the video.
yeah.
And you're both wrong. You're both wrong. This is a guy who's studying the universe who put together a video about what's going to happen. It means nothing about you personally. You know what I mean? But you take the filter of your own mind and your own experience and you extrapolate it and you're like, this means that I am pointless, or this means that I'm on the right path, or what. It means neither one of those things. It means that that exactly what they said, in a trillion years that the atoms are going to dissipate and whatnot. That's all it means. It doesn't mean anything else. You know what I mean? But as human beings, we have to apply like a personality, like a personal message to it, that can either be destructive if you're prone to be destructive, or positive if you're prone to be positive.
I don't know if it's a destructive thing I'm on in the long run. I think it's just getting used to it. I think that's part of the thought I had, is that it opens me up to all these possibilities. And then I think also it's just like, I think, yeah, for me, when you're talking about attitude dictating, our emotion dictating the ethos, I think that's just the thing, is I've been really, I just been depressed for a while,
Yeah.
Like I haven't felt good for a while. So I think for me, that's like being like, okay, like now I really want to get on medication and I need to start working. And even today I was like, or yesterday I was like, okay, you should really need to fucking get off this tobacco and shit. Cause I don't want to die. That was a real thought I had. I was like, I don't want to fucking die.
Yeah.
And like when I put this shit into my fucking mouth, this tobacco, I'm, doing an action that's kind of snuffing out my future a little bit every time.
Yeah.
So even like that, I tried to quit. I'm really going to try and quit after this month end, because I'm flying, and then that's where the excuses come in. But I'm flying, and then it's our month end at work. I think when I come back, I really want to try to quit the nicotine, and then I need to get back to therapy, and then I think I'm going to try out the medication or something, and just try to get on the road where I can feel good. Like, I don't know, maybe just allowing myself the opportunities to feel good, to do what I want to do with my life. You know what I mean? Where you stop sweating all this stuff and you're like, oh, I just do shit I do because I like doing it, and go see my friends and not just hole up all the time and be a miserable fuck. I don't know. That's kind of how I feel about
Go
it.
bungee jumping, bro.
Yeah. But then it's also just, I don't know, just adjusting to the fucking a little bit of ego death, which is great. Ego death's good for you, but they call it the dark night of the soul thing, where it's like the closer you get to truth, like there's this thing, like when you get it like really into meditation, they talk about how once you get like really into it and you're getting really good at it, you actually get much, much more sad and depressed. And then it's they call it the dark night of the soul, because it's like you're getting so close to truth that almost the revelation of truth can kind of be sad, and this like, well, everything's meaningless type of, I'm wandering in this, and there's no Campbellian, I'm wandering into the wild and then coming back with it. It's just kind of not, I don't even.
Yeah, that's the question, is like, why did you watch it and you came away with everything is meaningless ... and I came away with everything is meaningless !
Right. And I think,
excitement about that, or depression.
well, I knew,
about that.
because I sent it to you, I knew you would feel good about it. And I think part of the reason is I think you just earlier than me kind of got on that shit. Like you were just always, I think maybe because you're a less emotional guy, I think you just were always like be very aware of just like, oh, it's all fucking bullshit, you know?
It's all a video game.
Yeah, it's all a video game. Like that's where your mind tended to naturally go. And I think because I was such an emotional guy and I was trying to achieve all this stuff with my life and I wanted to be greatness, I think that kind of got me clouded in this thing of like, I need to fucking, I'm going to get it together one day. I'm going to get everything in the box and it's going to line up and I'm going to be a fucking just beam of like this powerful beam of light that just destroys everything in front of it.
I think I've been shifting my identity more toward like just gonna sound really gay as like being like an artist, and I'm starting to think of it in the traditional sense and not in the modern sense, where it's like I think I'm just supposed to be here, and what I have to do is I have these things in me and I just need to get them out.
Right.
That's all I need to do. However I can figure out how to get them out, that's just all I need to do. And if it requires me vaping, it requires me being sober, all this stuff. Like, as long as I'm not like really doing a lot of damage to my body and my brain and to people around me, I'm just going to keep trying to get stuff out of myself.
Yeah.
I like that.
So the video was actually really good for me. I feel like it took a lot of shackles off of my damn fucking psyche.
Yeah.
I feel,
And that's the thing is I feel that too. I do feel like it released a bunch of shackles, but now I'm kind of almost like weirdly like, it's like I feel like Red when he got out of prison in Shawshank, and I'm just kind of walking around like, oh, like fucking I want to ask somebody to go take a piss right now because that's what I'm used to, and I don't have to.
Right.
Like at work, like I'm trying to hit like these monthly goals, and I'm like, like a deal fell through here or there, and I'm like, I really don't give a shit. Like it does not matter at all.
Yeah.
Where versus in the past, I'd be fucking having a panic attack.
What is the like? Because I've been depressed to the point where I can't get out of bed. I'm not showering. I'm drinking in bed, and I just like I feel. For me, depression was this feeling of like impending doom and like terror. Like, I was just I was gonna get dragged to hell.
Right.
Like
like you're about to get hit by a meteor or something.
Yeah, but with you, it's like this flat line. Like, what is like? Explain to the folks at home what it feels like. Explain to the folks at home, like, I don't get it. Like, what does it feel like to always feel depressed?
So, yeah, it's like...
Byron Allen.
Depression.
Just last time I saw you, you wanted to kill yourself.
Well, that's correct, Alan. I actually, if you'll check out these scars right here...
You're the Joker.
Yeah, I'm the Joker. Not even on my wrist, on my face. My dumb gay therapist diagnosed me with, like, this thing called atypical depression. So I kind of hate these terms, but what it's described as is just low-grade depression that kind of lasts all the time. And it's just, I don't know. I feel like, I've kind of described this to you before. I feel like I never want to do anything, really.
Okay.
And so most of the stuff...
Like literally, like you want to stare at a wall?
Like I just...
Or you just want to watch TV?
Doesn't he
want
to do that? Yeah, I understand.
I just want to lay down and kind of just watch TV.
Okay.
And then that's really it.
Okay.
And then anytime I can make myself do something, it's really out of either guilt or anxiety or any type. Like, there's no like, oh, I should do this so I'll feel good, or
Are those good things though? Like, are guilt and anxiety and fear, like those are like motivating factors in like biology and stuff? Like, are those necessarily bad feelings?
No, they're not necessarily bad feelings, but I think it's also like you should be able to like. How do I say this? You should be able to be like, hey, I'm going to go on a walk. Because like there's no like anxiety type thing being like, I got to go fucking walk right now. Like there's anxiety, like I got to do my taxes, or I got to fucking change the oil in my car. I got to go to work today.
Yeah.
Like anything that involves, the potential of somebody getting mad at me or ruining my life.
Yeah.
I can accomplish that. But anything like, hey, I should go talk to a friend or go get lunch with people or step outside or get in the shower. Like there's no motivation there ever really.
That's an addict mentality too. Yeah. Where
There's
you're
a
like,
sense-
I'm not going to do this until I absolutely have to.
There's a sense of obligation that I have to do this, but if nobody's like pressuring me, I can kind of shirk it.
Do you
and then
feel
that was
good afterwards?
I will feel good afterwards, and I know that. And then that was the weird thing coming home like yesterday. After watching this video, I was just kind of coming home. I'm like, oh, I should actually take all the shit. I normally leave my clothes in the dryer because I just don't want to fucking get them out. I came home, I did that. I took the dogs outside. I was just like, yeah, I should take the dogs outside. It's a nice day. I should do that. And then I kind of seemed to be better on I'm like, I should do some drawings because I'm a little behind on drawings and shit. And there seemed to be less fucking depression in that. I don't fucking know. I mean, to answer your question, what is like to be depressed all the time feel like? Sometimes it feels like, and I've talked to my buddy Luke about this, sometimes I feel like I'm cursed a little bit, which I know is a shitty way to think, but it's just like the emotionality of it. Like sometimes I just feel like I'm cursed to just have this brain, and it's just like this thing. Like it's almost like,
I mean, I'd rather have your brain than fucking the guy at Jiffy Lube.
right? No, for sure. I don't want to be fucking retarded, but like, I don't know. Sometimes it feels like a biblical thing. I've described that to Luke before. I'm like, sometimes I feel like fucking like I can't even think of like a Bible character. I feel like fucking Israel or something like that. Like I'm just cursed to have this existence, and then one
Job.
day I'll probably like Job or something. Not even Job. Just I'm just cursed to just never want to do anything.
Yeah.
And then have all this promise, and then just never ever want to really do anything with it.
Have you ever? I'm sure you have, but I'm just asking you a question.
Right.
I'm not being antagonistic.
Yeah.
Have you tried like just being like, I've kind of accepted I'm this guy,
Right.
and that sucks for a lot of people, and a lot of people don't want to know this type of guy,
Right.
And this is the type of guy who's never gonna be acceptable to the masses and stuff, and that's okay. Like I'm
Right.
really okay with that.
Yeah.
And it's like now I'm starting to strip away things I don't like about myself, but I'm still me.
Yeah.
It's just who I am.
Yeah.
So there's like, I can't, like for the longest time, I feel like I wanted to totally be another guy, and it's just never going to happen.
Oh,
I
yeah.
kind of gave up on it completely.
Yeah.
So even if you feel cursed, you're like, yeah, I'm just the cursed guy.
That's part of the thing is for the longest time I wanted to be somebody. I wanted to be the person I knew I could be growing up. Like when you grow up and everybody tells you you're so smart and you're so gifted at everything, and you're like, I want to be the fucking guy that lives up to that for everybody. You know what I mean? I want to be like this bright shining star for everybody in their life. That I lived up to everything like
Like
that.
a messiah.
Like a messiah type thing. Yeah, it's a real ego problem. Like this golden child fucking complex. And now that I'm like, as I'm getting older, I'm kind of stripping all that away and just existing as the person I am. And like, that's just the point where I start to be like, okay, maybe I should fucking get on some, like I brought this up to you before. I know you don't like medication, like SSRIs and stuff, but part of me is like, okay, maybe I should just get on SSRIs so you don't have to feel this bad all the time.
I don't know what works for people.
Yeah, I don't know what works for people either. I know people like me who have gone on medication that says this really helped them out, That's what I'd like to be, the guy who can like routinely get out of bed, because I just know that's good for my fucking mental health.
What are the contributing factors to you not wanting to do anything? Like if you could list them very briefly.
If I could list them very briefly, I think
Other than, of course, the obvious, which is brain chemistry.
I think extreme. This is I'm worried this is getting very self-indulgent, but I'm trying to be honest about this. I think I just don't want to sound like some fucking white chick on Twitter who's
Fuck it, dude. Come
mentally ill as a personality. I think like just severe PTSD from our childhood, honestly.
Yeah.
And I think I really know that I should start going to like adult children of alcoholics meetings, because I need to be able to learn how to fucking pump love into my heart.
Yeah.
And I think that is like that combined with maybe medication is probably the big step to like me feeling a lot better more of the time, is to like actually take care of myself and to, love myself.
What are the other contributing factors? Like if like simple things too. Like,
Simple things. And then I know it's like diet, exercise, meditation, all that type of stuff. Sleep, for sure, all that type of stuff. Like if I can get that all going, it's just I don't feel like I can get it going right now.
So you feel like you just have no spark to make a fire.
I feel like I am sparkless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the key is to just getting a little fucking ember in your hand. And I feel like it takes all of my will to get it fucking going. But once I get it going, it's there.
Yeah. And I feel like I had these like traps of anxiety. And that was part of the thing, is like striving to be this better person. That was kind of my kick in the pants to always try to get that ember going and striving to be more. But when you take away the fucking, like these, like when you strip the layers away and you don't need to like be this bright shining thing for other people, like it's kind of like that was my motivation to try and get out of bed, to try and exercise, to get into shape, to eat healthy, to strive to do things, to strive to be a comedian.
You need to do all those things for yourself, though.
That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Is like that's what you need to fucking pump the love into your heart, where you're like, well, I'm going to do this because I love myself.
Yeah.
And if I loved, like I love you or I love you, like if you were hungry, I would give you food. If you were, tired, I would give you a place to sleep.
If you were gay,
I would suck your dick. And,
That's right.
But if it's for myself, I don't necessarily do those things.
Yeah. You never suck your own dick.
I never suck my own dick, and I want to so bad.
I will say the SSRI thing, and I don't know what it is, but you need to figure out, the right thing to take, because it may not be an SSRI depending on what it is. But for me, I mean, when I started taking it was because I was at the bottom, man. I was not in a good place, and
Are you still on them?
Yeah. Well,
You go off of them?
I go off of them. I suck. I'm really bad.
Why do you go off of them?
Because I don't need that shit. I got this figured out. I don't need them. I got it. I've been feeling good today.
So you just take them sometimes?
It's not how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to be consistent, because it can fuck you up if you're inconsistent. You're supposed to even take them at the same time every day. It's like birth control, where if like you can actually get pregnant on birth control because you've been taking it at weird increments. It's the same stuff, but there was just a moment where it was just like, I literally was like, yeah, I know I said I was going to free solo Half Dome, but throw me a fucking rope, please.
Right.
Just something. And everybody's like, no, you can do it. Come on, diet, exercise, and blah, blah, blah.
Right,
and I'm going, yeah. But I need something. I mean, I have in the depths of depression, I don't know if you feel this way. I'm going to use a really silly, stupid example that's true.
Okay.
But there's even things like, when I'll go to the bathroom, I'll go to pee. I know I should lift the lid. But then I'm just like, fuck. And then I lift and then, and then you get a little pee, and then you wipe the piss off,
right.
But that all in my mind, there's all these stop gaps where I'm just like going, fuck. And then I don't want to I gotta wash my hands.
Right.
I don't want to fucking wash. And then I'm like, Kevin, be a good boy, wash your hands. And then I go wash my hands, and then, the trash, it's full. You should take the trash out. And I'm going, the fucking trash. Just like, take the goddamn trash out. And I take it out, and I go, look at you, you did it. And then I come back, I got to put the new liner in. God damn it. Like, that's when I get in a place of depression, it's literally everything.
Yeah.
Everything that I'm doing is like this big challenge.
Everything's gigantic. Yeah.
Yes. And even if it's just wiping my own piss off of the toilet seat so my kids don't sit in their dad's piss.
Right.
I still it's like an effort.
You'll go to
for
jail.
Me. Yeah. And so and that's still a voice that's in my head constantly.
Yeah.
And then, like the last time we were here, I saw that I had left a cup here and there was other cups, and I grabbed all the cups and I brought them up.
Yeah, thank you.
But it's about fucking time you said something. No, but in my head it was like I saw the cup, I'm like, oh yeah, I left that down here. I hope fucking Ben's probably going to talk shit about how I'm a fucking slob. Like, if I'm not a fucking, just pick up the cup. And I shouldn't. It's fine. There's other cups out here. I'm not the only guy leaving. And then I just grab this all happens in a split second. But it's just this negative thing that will happen. Mm-hmm. And I do think that there's something to just being proactive constantly, if that means going to see a psychiatrist and being like, hey, I've been trying X, Y, and Z. I know I've got these goals in mind that are going to help me in the long run, but I can't get to step one on even those goals because I'm just in a fucking rut right now. Or I need something.
Yeah.
And I think that's healthy. And then you can also talk to that doctor about what the process of getting off those is going to look like in the future, and how that works. And just depending on your doctor, they may or may not be on board with that. But it's a constant effort.
Yeah, and I at the end of the day, I'm speaking about this calmly. I know I'm going to figure it out one day. I really do. I kind of view myself like when we watched that Gary Shandling doc. I kind of view myself as that. Like it's always like I know it's going to take a while.
Yeah,
like I'm always like a late bloomer about shit like that, but I know I'm going to figure it out. Like from where I was 5 years ago to where I am now is like really. Pretty beautiful if I can be gay about it. But I used to have nightmare anxiety all the time, and now that's pretty much for the most part gone. You know, I think I have a normal amount of anxiety now.
Well, the sleep apnea machine was huge. That was a huge.
Yeah, I mean that was like a development in the last year, but like fucking, it's just figuring out how to like beat depression with just love for yourself and just like the ability to look at everything and laugh and know it's meaningless and beautiful. And you're so lucky to, have what's going on in your life. You're so lucky to have people in it.
You're lucky to have me and Jay and Ben,
Besides you guys, I'm very lucky to have people in my life.
Well, I mean, I will say this too, because we've talked about friendship on this podcast before, and the fact that you do have people that you're able to talk to, publicly on the internet for the whole world to hear. It is a special thing, and I think it's a thing that is accessible to everybody to have that. I mean, not everybody has friends, but there is. To be able to get that shit out is a step in the process to talk about this stuff, And I know you feel like, sometimes you can be the poster boy for your own depression,
right?
And which you don't like, but it's also like sometimes you just feel shitty and you need to talk about it,
Yeah.
And it's like be proactive, fucking enjoy the swing.
Well, that's the next step. Is it's not a guy struggling with depression; it's just a guy with depression. You know what I mean? And
right.
Just learning how to deal with that. So I don't know. Am I just a big fat gay guy, Ben?
Let me think about this.
No, I just wish.
Make him cry, Ben.
No, it's just no. I'm not going to do another speech. It's just like walking. I stopped feeling like I had the weight of the world on my shoulders, like slowly over the last 8 years, and I feel like I'm getting to the point where I just feel like a fucking feather in the breeze, where I'm like, nope, none of it.
Right.
Success or failure, none of it matters.
Yeah,
it's
you're
all
right.
just an experience, and it's just all.
Yeah.
I just like the way my brain can solve problems and express things and the things I can learn, and it's like what do you fucking want out of life? And that's for some people they want to have a family.
Yeah.
That's the thing they want, right? Then they have a family. And then their kids grow up and they go to college and now that's it. There's nothing else to do.
Right.
For me, the thing I want out of life, specific to me, is I want to think. And I want to have thoughts. And I want to express myself. That's a really low, unless I become a vegetable, that's a very low threshold.
We'll kill you.
A low, the bar is very low, but that is where I'm actually happiest. Can I express myself? Can I think? Can I have opinions? I don't have to express my opinions, but that's kind of it for me. And so that is a good way to set myself up for the rest of my life till the day I die. I will be content.
Right.
So
that's all I want to do.
You think that the straight white male doesn't have a voice? Is that what you're saying?
What I'm trying to say is the white man will march on.
Okay. Rise again, you'll say sometimes.
Yeah.
We were never down.
Yeah, no, and you're totally right. And I think, not to sound as doomy and gloomy as I did before, I'm gonna be fine, and I know that.
Yeah.
It's slowly figuring it out, and then I think the really hard part right now is, I've said this on here before, but I say this in therapy, or I did before my stupid cunt therapist left me, which I'm fine with. Is that mentally I agree, emotionally I don't yet. Because there's just, I think a certain part about your body just like has to catch up to your brain.
Yes.
In that I know I've realized all these things, like I'm not the most important person in the world, and it's not about achieving the success and being adored by everyone and, making a heartbreaking work of staggering genius that everyone fawns over, but I'm embarrassed by the attention because I'm such a brilliant recluse David Foster Wallace type guy.
Yeah.
It's
Steve Martin.
realizing that it's not that is not happiness or fulfillment or anything, and it means nothing. I mentally am there. It's just I'm still walking through the emotional fallout of kind of realizing that. It took years just to realize, I want to be famous, which is a very gross thing to admit. That was a very hard thing to admit about myself. It's like, I wanted to be famous because I thought that people would love me if I was. And that was a very embarrassing thing to admit. It's still embarrassing to say out loud. And so it took me until I was like 28 really to admit that to myself. And then it's taken me till now to kind of start the process of emotionally accepting that I'm just a guy. And that's fine.
Yeah.
But it's still, you're just walking in the emotional fallout of just being a guy.
No. It's not I'm just a guy. Mm-hmm. It's everybody's a fucking guy.
And everybody's a fucking guy.
Yeah.
Literally
you're exactly
every
right.
fucking person
it's like
is a fucking person.
It's like that Jim Carrey quote, where he's, even though he gave his girlfriend herpes and made her kill herself. But Jim Carrey has that quote. He's like, I wish I wish everybody achieved their so commendatory. Jim Carrey, a real one, though. Where he has that quote. He goes, I wish everyone achieved their wildest dreams so they realize it's not the answer either. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And, I realize that. But, we're just we're out here living in that and learning to walk in it.
Dude, I remember having a conversation when I first moved out here. It was like in the first year or two where it was the group, you two, me, and the rest of the group, and somebody being like, "You want these fucking guys want to be fucking famous?" It's like, you cocksucker. You're talking to a bunch of people that left their homes to move to Los Angeles.
Right.
You don't think any of us want to be famous, and you're mocking that, you fucking retard.
Yeah. They just know to hide it and pretend that they don't want those exact
because
things.
I'm really cool, bro. Really cool.
Not to be antagonistic, but there are some people that just do it to be famous.
Oh, 100%.
I felt like I was always doing it because I felt like I really did want to get something out of it.
And
I felt like I had to do it.
And I really do still love expressing myself, and it's some of the times I feel the best about myself. But also with that is I didn't even want the attention, because the attention would drive me crazy. It's so stupid. I know you can relate to this. I wanted my fucking dad to call me and tell me he was proud of the work I'd done.
Yeah, and I guess I just don't want that anymore.
Yeah, I don't.
And I actually never want to see them.
I as much as I love my dad, I feel very similar, where I'm just like, I have had to, because you take the conditions or the definition of success in life from your parents, typically. You know what I mean? And my parents, it was all Jesus, it was all church and all this shit. And so, like, the idea of like finding what I want and going out and doing it, and then like going back to celebrate it with my dad, even though in reality I don't know what that would look like. He's been nothing but supportive, but there's a part of me that's just like, I'd rather just not see him anymore, because I'm afraid that, it's going to be, I'm going to be disappointing to him. You know what I mean? And so, and then there's a part that's like, you have to let go of that even desire to influence his feelings about you in any way, and that's very healthy in order to become your own person.
Yeah, we talked about this in our household. Like, you got told you were proud of yourself if you achieved something that was very hard for you to achieve. That our mom and dad wanted us to specifically, like if you did very well in sports, Or, you know, like when I got that job at Letterman for a very brief period of time, that was like the only time in my adult life I did something and my parents were like proud of it. Like they told people about it all the time. They posted about it on the internet.
Yeah.
They were like, look at my boy. Look at my bright shining boy. And it was shitty because it was about them. It wasn't about me.
Yeah, but it still feels good.
But it felt good. And then I was chasing that high where I'm like, I got to get that again.
And then you inspired that scene from the new Joker movie.
Right, exactly. So, yeah, you know, it's just, I think you're just kind of, you know, I'm on this journey and I see where I'm going and it's all going to be fine. It's just going to take some time.
Yeah, that's the weird thing. I stopped seeing pretty recently. I feel like I stopped seeing myself on a journey. I kind of feel like when you literally watch a feather like fucking go through and it just goes every which way and ends up in a random fucking field. Like that's how I'm like, oh, that's life. You just get randomly pushed.
I think I got to be on a journey because I don't want to feel like this forever. I don't want to feel like this for the rest of my life.
No, but I feel like you are feeling this way because you feel like you are on a journey. You feel like you are in a narrative. You feel like you have storyline fever where you're putting yourself in a position where you're like, well, this is where I am now. And then the character's going to end up here. And that puts a massive amount of pressure on you to succeed rather than just focusing on the skill set that you need to get somewhere. And you don't know where that's going to be because you don't know, you're not happy right now. So if you put yourself on a journey to get here where you are now, you didn't know where you needed to go to be happy, right? So if you weren't smart enough to know where you needed to be happy, then you can't place yourself in a narrative because you're too fucking stupid to know where you're going to be happy. I don't know where I'm going to be happiest. So all I have to do is keep doing the things I love and keep improving at everything I do and see where I fucking end up.
Yeah. And happiness is always, I always say happy. It's not the word.
It's a dumb word.
It's not the word I really mean. I know you know that. Maybe you are right. Maybe it's me trying to put a pressure on it. I just want to get to the place where it's just not, I've said this to you before, I just do things. You know, I'm a guy who does things. Like I don't want to fucking watch YouTube until the day I'm dead.
Well, that's what I'm saying, dude. Camping and Coachella, dude.
Just the world's biggest shoehorn.
Yeah.
That's how I kind of feel, Kevin, about like basic stuff now. Where I'm like, I'm going to go get my car fixed.
Yeah,
and
100%.
it's a little fucking...
Yeah. But I will,
you know,
anything that you're doing that gets you out of your comfort zone, especially like shit like that, where you're like, I don't want to fucking do that. And then you go, you just, I'm using the camping because it's a funny thing or whatever.
But you're not out of your comfort zone with that stuff.
The only time I'm out of my comfort zone is when I'm doing what I want to do. It's a real trip. I'm out of my comfort zone right now. I'm out of my comfort zone when I go to the Comedy Store. And it's one of those things that I get more and more comfortable as I do it. I mean, I've been podcasting for
20 years now.
12 years. I've been podcasting for 12 years. And I mean, I took a hiatus there for a while, but I mean, it's been I've been doing this shit for a long time and there's a bit of discomfort. And you said I want to record tonight. The big part of me is like, I don't want to record. I want to go to hang out at Bruce's place.
I'm fucking tired.
Yeah. And, and then when we get done, I go back, I listen to it periodically. And if I'm not getting disappointed in myself, I'm usually really enjoying it, as the podcast as a whole, you know. But like the shit with like camping or going to a music festival or going parachuting or taking a hike or any of that stuff, it's like, it's not about the actual thing that you're doing. It's about the fact that you're making an effort to like go out and live life. You know what I mean?
I want to be alive, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I think we should see if we're gay. You know, here's the deal: we'll go camping by Coachella.
Right.
We'll fuck each other in the ass, and then we'll go. Maybe we should do Molly first. I don't know. We'll figure it out, though, boys. But the great
for real though, please don't try to convince me to do drugs, though. I don't need that.
I won't convince you to do drugs. I mean, the only drugs that I would ever try to convince you to do is drugs you don't have a problem doing.
Like what?
Like mushrooms,
alcohol.
Yeah. Like psychedelics. You don't seem to have a problem with psychedelics.
Yeah. So yeah,
I'm not, Ben, I hate being put in that place that
What?
you put me in sometimes with that shit where I'm
What?
like trying
we gotta
to
fight.
convince
Fight.
you to do drugs. I'm just saying, you know, if you're going to go to a music festival, all those guys are on Molly, they're having a blast, and us at home, we're looking at them going, "What a bunch of fucking losers." It's like they're having the time of their life. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
No, most of those people really are having a good time.
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay.
I mean, Avicii killed himself.
Yeah, with a wine bottle. I was reading about that today. Do you know how he killed himself?
How?
He broke a wine bottle and slit his wrists.
Really?
Yeah, somebody was telling me about that.
Baller.
And he was playing levels while he was doing it. So wake me up when it's all over.
Yeah, I mean the artists obviously, but I'm just saying, like, you go to a party where everybody's dancing and having a good time. You know, it's most of those people are having a good time. They're not like
No,
pretending.
I had a good time getting fucked up and, you know, driving into the fucking ditch and then back onto the road.
You didn't have a good. That wasn't fun for you.
There is
fun for
there
like
is-
5 years.
There is kind of a funness of just pushing the pedal. It's
Yeah.
fun to steer a plane directly into the ground. That's kind of fun for a little bit.
I mean, and if Ben too, if I was saying, you know, Ben, no, this should be your new lifestyle where you do Molly every day and you always go to the festivals.
Yeah, but I can't.
I'm just saying.
I can't do Molly once.
No, don't do Molly.
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
do anything.
I can't trust myself.
Yeah.
I wasn't smart enough to not become an alcoholic, so I can't trust myself to do all these things.
You know what your Molly is? Audio mixing. That's your Molly.
Mm-hmm.
When you mix, you just get. I've seen you. It's like you're high behind. You know, throwing together a promo clip or something. I'm like, are you on something? You're like, no. I'm in love right now. I'm in love with this. With these levels.
I think I don't even know if I like AV shit as much as I like just every time I do something, expanding the scope of my ability within that.
Yeah,
thing.
you can
just stretching.
I think
it.
you can do that with most things. Even weirdly, the sales stuff. I've kind of gone to. This sounds so gay, but I've finally been able to just do door-to-door prospecting.
Faggot.
And I've like even teaching myself to do that. It's gay, and I don't care about it at all.
You're
But
gay.
But to be able to do something that like really scared me for
Yeah.
a long time, there's a certain part of me. Like I went out last week and I just went and introduced myself to business owners, and
Yeah.
I made because of that I signed a deal today that made me like $1,000 that
Well-
just wasn't there before. Literally just because I had the courage to go to talk to 5 people I didn't know.
Yeah, and you were terrified that day that we went together that first time. So it's like there is a joy in overcoming obstacles.
Yeah.
regardless of what those are. You know, like
Sure.
challenging yourself, rising to it, just seeing that you have the ability to do more than you could before.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's a beautiful thing. That's one of the things that I try to tell my kids all the time. I'm like, you know, hey, maybe you're not going to become a violin expert, but you have an opportunity to learn the violin. Just fuck
Yeah.
around, have fun, see if you like it.
Yeah, I think if there's anything, and I know I ramble on and have all different takes and opinions on everything. I think if there's anything that I always come back to, it's just, and this is the gayest thing I'll ever say in my life, is that I think it just comes back to just love, just loving that I'm alive, loving myself, loving the people that I'm around, loving the fact that I just get to go out and exist and try new things and be.
Yeah.
I think if I can approach my life with that attitude a lot more, it definitely gives me kind of the existence I think I want.
Yeah,
You know?
I think that's true for everybody.
And you can kind of fake that a little bit. I was trying it the other day just because I was kind of depressed.
Yeah, it's
where-
all fake.
Yeah, there's this thing called loving meditation where you literally, it's a type of meditation where you just sit and you just think, like expressing love, like you can make it for an object, like you can like look at that racist frog. You're like, I love that racist frog. You're like, I just love it. I just like it's so green.
Out of everything you said, Ben finally gets it. He finally gets it. He's like, oh.
I just love how like the light shines on and we get to own it and we get to make jokes about how it's racist and
Yeah.
that brings joy to us and it's like just a reminder to not take things too seriously. I love that.
Yeah.
And then you can focus that to like,
That's literally how I think.
yeah, you can literally focus that to like, look at that retarded kitten. I'm like, I just love how fucking Chinese that kitten is and how fucking it makes me think racist thoughts that make me laugh. And I just love its little arm that like waves back and forth. And it's so stupid. I just love it that it's an opportunity. It reminds me of how stupid everything is. And isn't that fun? And now here's the weird thing. Just from doing that dumb thing on the podcast, I'm kind of in a better mood in
Yeah.
these couple seconds.
Oh, you know what's a
I wish you would have done that at the beginning.
And I don't love Kevin.
Well, now I feel shitty.
You know what's the thing? I don't know how I stumbled upon this, but I realized that people like Tiger and like
Woods.
and athletes and shit like that, they talk to themselves in the third person. Where they go,
How do you mean?
They go, "Oh, Tiger."
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I do that.
A lot of athletes do that. And then I looked that up. Apparently, like highly effective people speak to themselves in the third person.
Yeah, that is probably a thing, isn't it?
Where so I've kind of started fucking around with that.
Mm-hmm.
Where like I get in my car and I go, Ben, you're gonna. So what you're gonna do? You're just gonna go right down the freeway. You're gonna listen to some of your favorite music, and when you get there, you're gonna do the work you need to do, and you're gonna figure it out because you can do that, and
Right.
blah blah blah. And I just like now I'm immediately like more confident in myself because I feel like there's someone sitting next to me who's telling me I can do the thing I'm trying to do.
Yeah, you know what that is that I think that's a real thing. My therapist talked to me about this one time. It's called leading with the. Like in therapy, they talk about you have your inner child or whatever, and then you have an inner parent. Like there's kind of these two different personalities that exist with it. It sounds gay, but whatever. And that's kind of leading with your parent, where it's like, okay, Ben, we're not going to eat 8 things of nachos at midnight because you're going to feel
I've been doing that with
terrible.
dieting. Yeah.
So you're being your own parent. Like, hey, you're going to feel bad, so let's not do that. And then that's allowing you to kind of exist and be happier.
And there's something about saying your name too.
Right.
I literally just do that when I talk shit about myself. I really do. That's one of the reasons that I hate competitive sports is because if I'm playing basketball and I'm not doing good because I've never tried to be good at it, but I have an expectation that I'm supposed to be great. And then I'll just be with a group of people going, Kevin, you fucking idiot. What the fuck is wrong with you? God damn it. And then everybody's like, dude, are you okay? And I'm like, oh, no, I'm good. This is what successful people do. And, no, that has been a problem. That is a thing. That happens a lot.
So it sounds like you just need to do it in reverse.
Yeah, no, I'm the same as Jace, where I just need to like myself because I fucking hate my guts, and it's annoying, and I can have all the facts.
It's weird because I do like a lot of parts of myself, a lot.
Oh, so I'm very different than Jace.
Yeah, but it's fucking what life is. This is it. So
I don't know how I got rid of like a lot of my self-hatred, but like after I quit drinking, it slowly went away but I can't tell you how I did it.
right, yeah. I mean, I
don't know
That's
how.
kind of how I feel about getting rid of most of my anxieties. I don't know. I can't even really remember. I have like a memory of how I used to feel. I just knew it was like fuck, like it was like that all the time. But
Yeah.
I can't even tell you how the thoughts were like that all the time. Like everything anybody said was a potential nightmare. Anytime somebody might have not liked me was a nightmare all the time.
Yes, every action is a direct reflection of how people hate you.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Getting lightly made fun of by a friend is proof that they are conspiring against me.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, the week after I met Tim, he said something on a podcast. I was 100% convinced that he was talking shit about me,
Right.
specifically. And it was just like, I mean, I had to have a double take where I was just like, okay, settle down. You're fucking psycho. Like, but that shit happens, and it's all stems from just that self-image that's negative, that negative self-image.
Yeah, and a lot of ego type stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. What are we at so far? We're probably
2 hours
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. I'm less about ego and more about egos. That's what you got to do.
Man, I want to throw the whole podcast out now
Well,
because you said that.
I'll next time you're feeling bad, get
Ben, delete the
yourself,
entire episode right now.
get yourself a plate of egos
No.
and try to be sad. Try blueberry. Give it a shot.
No.
Less ego, more ego.
Delete it.
That's what,
Yeah, that's the only thing I've ever wanted to bleep out of the podcast.
Okay, I think that's it, right? We can just play the outro music. Did you want to say anything?
No, I just want to point out that this whole podcast was just designed to shut me down and just talk shit about everything that I say, and I really appreciate that, guys. Thanks. Yep. See? Guys, if you like the podcast, write a fucking review.
Typically about an imminent event or something with an uncertain outcome.
trying to party. I'm gonna stick my dick in the mashed potato. Oh God! They're gonna know I'm dumb.